What is up, guys? It's Christian, cross before the crown. Happy feast day of the Annunciation by the angel Gabriel. It's a feast day. It's gonna be a good day. It's a humid day today. But today we have upper body. It's been a long time since I've had a dedicated upper body day. It's been a long time. So looking forward to it. I don't exactly remember what I'm going to be doing today. I know I'm going to be benching, but that's about it. Benching and pushing and pulling things, essentially. That's basically the gist of the workout today. I can't remember what I programmed, but that's all right. I don't have to know right now because I'm not in the gym. I'm in my car, so naturally, I'll know when I get there. I'm kind of like that sometimes. I'll write something, forget it, and then I'll just go to the gym and, oh yeah, I get it. Like, some people like to know what they're doing before they hit the gym. I was like that for a while, but nowadays I'm just like, I don't really care that much. I'll just do whatever I have planned, and that's it. I'm good. So, yeah, that's today. So, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to the arm, chest, and back pump that I haven't experienced forever. It's been a while. So, I always feel leg pump, obviously. But now we can actually work some upper body, give my legs a break for a change, which I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that my legs will be nice and fresh come Thursday. I'm training them every Monday and Thursday now. My upper body days are Tuesday and Friday. Should be good, man. I think it's going to be a good what? Training block? Split? Yeah, split. That's what I meant to say. A good training split. I like it. So, the goal's still the 500-pound squat. I'd like to get there. We shall see. It's difficult. It's going to take a lot. But I'm going to slowly get back into it. I'm close. I'm almost there. Almost there. I mean, like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm not really almost there. But, you know what? Who cares? There's a will, there's a way. And we're going to figure it out. Some way or another. But today we're not thinking about legs. For once, I am not thinking about legs. Today, I'm thinking about back, chest, triceps, arms. That's what I'm focusing on today. Focus, Christian. It's not leg day anymore. It's almost like trauma. It's like, it's all that's in my head. PTSD. Squats! I love squats, though. So long it's been since I've had a dedicated upper body day. I'm excited. I love it. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, it is also the feast day of the Annunciation by the angel Gabriel in the Catholic Church. And we're going through Lent right now. It's actually kind of a Lenten series that I have here. So if you're going through Lent as well, we can actually take off a discipline that we can enjoy today. Like a Lenten discipline that we have. For me, I gave up coffee. Caffeine, really caffeine, not just coffee, but any sources of caffeine. And so I may or may not enjoy a nice small cup of coffee later today. We'll see. I don't want to drink coffee too late because it gets in the way of my sleep. It impedes on that, and I don't want nothing messing with my sleep, man. I'm just saying. So, I may do that. We'll see if I have time. But yeah, that'll be fun if it happens. But yeah, man, it'll be a good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching this. May the Lord bless you and keep you. But first, We got a gym session to go to. Let's kick some ass. I'll see you in there. All right, guys, we are back with the bench press. I started off with 185 for the first set just to see how it felt coming up and down. Narrower grip. And yeah, these felt pretty good. Slight pause at the bottom as usual. I like having a little pause there. I don't like touch and go as much anymore, as much as I used to. I kind of held to the more of a powerlifting standard, but not quite, you know? Because powerlifters pause a little bit more. I'm kind of in between there, but yeah, I don't know why. I just kind of like the idea of pausing at the bottom. Went up to 205. And again, these sets felt pretty good towards the beginning. Towards the end, I did start to feel the weight increase a little bit more with the pauses and whatnot, but overall, it was a good set. I liked it. I did go down on the next set, though, just because this is the first dedicated upper body day in a long time, and so I want to kind of take it easy for the first day. Went back down to 185 here and busted out these last 10. I did 3 sets of 10 here, and my rest periods were 2 minutes in between each set. It gave me enough to recover, but not enough to fully recover. I like to have that middle ground, especially with the hypertrophy phase. I'm not really focusing on resting too much in between each set. I'll rest a little bit, right? 2 minutes is a decent amount of time, but I'm not going to be resting 5 minutes per se. But yeah, exercise 2, lat pull downs. I haven't performed this exercise in literal years. And so the fact that I'm bringing this back, this was a nostalgic lift, man. But I added a little bit more to this exercise that I don't usually do. But in my years of experience and wisdom, as I like to say, I have learned a thing or two, and so I actually changed the tempo a little bit. I exploded on the way down. That always happens, explosion on the concentric, and I slowed her down real slow on the eccentric, getting that full stretch at the top of the lift there, and bringing it all the way back down. Again, full range of motion, always, in every exercise. That's what I strive to do here. Set 2. I kept the weight about the same. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kept the weight the same on all these sets here. 3 sets of 10. Again, 2 minutes rest in between. This is where I started to feel it in the second set here, towards the second half. Yeah, man, this wasn't that much weight, but with the full range of motion, with the explosion on the concentric and the nice and easy controlled eccentric, I really felt these in the lats. They were pumped and they were burning on these last reps here. I kind of kept a stone face going, but man, was I feeling the burn here. I was trying to look good for the camera, know what I'm saying? But yeah, you'll see it here at the end of the rep, or end of the set here, how much pain I was in. Oh yeah, I felt that. And here's set 3. It gets even worse, or better, depending on whether you're a masochist or not. And I'm more masochistic than most, so I actually enjoyed this quite a bit here. The burning, the feelings in my forearms, the grip and the lats all coming together to bring about the trifecta of burn that just felt so damn good. Or bad. But to me, it felt good. And yeah, I broke it. I broke my face. I broke my stone face there, as you can see. But yeah, I really felt these. I loved this tempo. I love the way I'm performing these here. I never used to perform this way. But definitely reduce the weights and go full range of motion, slow and controlled, because man, I felt the pump, and man, I felt the burn on these. And that was it, man. That was a good last set, if I do say so myself. And we are here with push press today. I decided to do push press. Slight dip, not a crazy dip there. I chose 135 as kind of like just a first set to see how it felt, and I'd go up or down depending on how it felt and how fatigued my shoulders felt. And this first set worked pretty well, but the thing about my shoulders are they get very gassed very quickly. So the first set's always going to be the strongest set on like exercises like the push press or the overhead press. And you'll see here, I don't actually complete this second set of 10. I actually stop at 6 because my shoulders were definitely feeling fatigued, and I figured, probably best to stop a little bit short on this set and reduce weight on the third and final set, and that's why I decided to do here. So, second set done. I made it to 6, I think. Did you count 6? Anyway, I'm here. Third set of 10. I went down 20 pounds here, 115, busting these out, and I still felt it quite a bit on here. And I decided to cut it. It was rough, man. It was rough, but in a good way. My shoulders were pretty fatigued. I'm not surprised from the bench press that I performed earlier, but I was satisfied with that. And we are back. We are back with the final exercise. Final pull, horizontal pull. We got this row machine here. It's a weird kind of row machine. I've never used one like this before. The weights tended to catch the bottom of the machine. I don't know if that's like a design flaw or what, but I had to keep the weights out a little bit so they're not fully in place. I don't know, kind of weird, but overall, it's still a great machine. I felt it like crazy in my lats here. I had to take a little break. I like to take breaks in between each side in the middle of the set just to recover some ATP and some stamina, because if you go right into the other side on exercises like this, you will tend to get gassed on the second side fairly quickly. And it just helps to have a little bit of rest in between each side. But again, explosion on the concentric, slow and controlled on the eccentric. That's just the way she goes with my training, man. It works. It works. Take it from me. Or don't. I promise. I wouldn't let you down. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's a good one, man. Nice and controlled. These were burning. But in particular, they started burning towards the second and third sets here. I always like to start with my left side first, too, if you notice, because that's my left lat seems to be lagging behind my right lat in a lot of ways, and so I like to start when I'm freshest with my left side, which it's kind of crazy. I don't know if that helps me or hurts me, because every time I go to my right side from here, I'm a little bit more gassed and almost have to rely on my lats more on the right side if I'm not as fresh. I don't really know how that works, if I'm actually helping myself or hurting myself starting with the lagging side first. Like, it seems like, common sense would say, if you're freshest, start with the weaker side first, right? I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. Or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, man, really felt it on these. I'm excited. I didn't use a lot of weights. As you can see, only 2 plates per side. But I'm really happy to bring these back into my training. I think it's gonna show a lot in my posterior chain, my backside. Get that thicker back. But yeah, I had to set it down there for a sec because my grip was waning. I need to get straps so I don't have to worry about that as much here, because I was really feeling it from the lat pull downs prior to this, honestly. But that was this second set. On to the third and final here. Going through the same tempo, same side here, starting with the left. Nice control in the back here. Yeah, it was really starting to burn here towards the end. But you don't really get to see how much anguish I'm in until you see the right side. Left side, I would give this like a RPE 7. And on the right side, RPE 8. It wasn't heavy, like at all. It was just my back was burning and my grip was out. That was the main part. Yeah, I took a little bit of longer of a break there. I took about a minute to before I got to this side. It helped a bunch because I was kind of gassed, but here we are. And I take my arm off of the bench there. I like to kind of rely on my core a little bit more and my body to kind of hold myself in that position. A little more athletic, a little harder, and I want to make it a little bit more difficult towards the final set here. Give it all I got left. But yeah, it was a good session overall. Really enjoyed this hypertrophy session, and I can't wait to keep doing them. It was fun. And that's it, boys. That's a win. Where do you think I'm coming from? You're about to find out. Oh, yeah. Went on an Aldi grocery run after this great workout. And yeah, my body got pumped, baby. My body got pumped, and it was glorious, man. It was glorious. I haven't felt that in a long time. A pump like that. The burn, damn. Almost forgot what it felt like. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, I definitely should have turned in the other. I did this last time I went to Aldi too. I gotta learn not to go this way, but it be that way sometimes. Because inevitably I'm gonna have to piss somebody off because traffic just never ends coming this way. And it's like the smallest little area to do a U-turn. It's almost impossible. So you gotta do it really slow. So there's that. But yeah, good workout. Everything felt pretty good. The push presses actually felt much harder than I thought they would, which I guess I'm not exactly surprised, since the bench press was pretty taxing on the shoulders, and that's the first thing I did when I was fresh. But either way, they were fun to do. I love doing that. It's something that I guess translates a little bit to my Olympic lifts, more so than the standard overhead press would be. But honestly, I just like them more too. You can load them better. Load them higher, I should say. All right, we finally got our opportunity, boys. Let's take it. Take every opportunity you get and run with it. Take it from your Uncle Christian. Cool. All right, I got food now. I won't starve. That's good. We'll get home, do the usual, get this video out there. Happy feast day. It's a beautiful 74 degrees right now, man. It was humid this morning, though. It was raining a little bit. But yeah, I must say, it was a good day. My back felt crazy pumped from the lat pull downs. I haven't performed a lat pull down in probably 7 years? Is it really 7 years? It's probably been... Yeah. No. Yeah. No. It's been 6 or 7 years since I performed a lat pull down. That's crazy. Until today, obviously. Because my go-to pulling exercise always was pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. But I'm doing that later in the week. Because I usually don't have multiple, yeah. I have, a couple vertical pulling exercises a week. And they're always usually pull-ups. Damn, that's crazy. Now that I think about it. Yeah, man, it's been a while since I did my bodybuilding stuff. So I'm happy to get back into it. It's definitely different. I'm looking forward to seeing how my body's going to change on it. And how my body's going to react. Yeah, we'll see, man. Bench felt really good. What else? What else did I do today? Push press. Yeah, I did the row machine. And that was okay. That one's a weird row machine. It's the weirdest row machine I've ever used. But, yeah, I went real slow on the eccentric. And really just focusing on that time under tension. Controlled contraction of the lats in the full range of motion. Because that's where the magic happens. And you can tell, man, I am totally, like 100% against any kind of like half reps or like quarter reps or like finishing the movement shy of the full range. Totally against it. Not just like against it, I'm hostile towards it. Don't do that. It doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't help you get bigger. If you want to get bigger, definitely lift in the full range of motion, which means you're probably going to have to reduce the weight a little bit. That's just the way it is, man. Don't ego lift, right? Like, it's crazy how much more of a pump you will get lifting lighter in the full range of motion. The pump, the burn, everything is insane. So I highly recommend that. It's just better, man. It's a better way to train. I mean, you see me on the squats. I go deep. And you should too. Not just in the squat, but in every exercise. That's how you maximize hypertrophy. Maximize the hypertrophy stimulus. And how you will ultimately get bigger faster. So yeah. Quick tip of the day. Quick word of encouragement. But, yeah. That's how the body changes. But you can't just do that every once in a while. You can't just train perfectly. Train well, I should say, for a week and expect to get results. You need to be doing these things over and over and over again. Basic principles. Sometimes until it makes you sick. That's kind of the unfortunate part of it. Is a lot of these things that you need to do on a daily basis that are going to get you to where you want to go when it comes to like your fitness goals. Like, you're not going to want to do it all the time. There'll be a moment where you've been doing it for, I don't know, it just depends on the person. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, where you get tired of it. It gets kind of boring, repetitive, monotonous, right? And that's where, yeah, that's what separates the men from the boys, is what you do when you hit that point. Are you going to stop or are you going to continue through? Because it's important to get used to the monotony and be willing to go through the things that you need to do when they inevitably get monotonous. Like the same exercises, maybe like the same reps, sets, type of training, whatever training block you might be in, hypertrophy, strength, whatever. Maybe a little bit of both, undulating. Like whatever program you're on, it might be like week 4 and it's like, oh man, it's the same movements again. Like, that happens to me, dude, and I've been doing this for 15 years. Sometimes the stuff gets boring, but sometimes the best things that work are boring. It's kind of doing the same things over and over again. Your body does not need to be exposed to a different exercise every single workout. The whole idea of keep your body guessing every workout, or else it'll get used to it and you won't get any more results, is stupid. It's not even true. Like, from a scientific standpoint, it makes zero sense. Like, you need exercises that you perform on a daily basis that you can progressively overload over a training block in order to actually see any lasting results. Because that's how your body adapts. You need the same stimulus. Now, that same stimulus over like a whole year, maybe that's a little much. Maybe then you should change some things. And sometimes you don't even have to change the movement itself. Just change sets, reps, intensity, volume, all that. There's so many variables you can change, man. Go lower in weight, change the tempo, go up in weight, reduce reps, high intensity, or lower the intensity, increase the reps, increase the volume. There's so many different ways to make your training sessions less monotonous. You just got to be more creative. And it comes with time, don't get me wrong. If you're just starting out, I would just follow a program. And if things get boring, just stick with it. Just fight through it. Suck it up. It's going to suck if you're really new to this stuff. Really new to it. And it's like your first program. Yeah, you're probably going to get bored of it after about a month. But just stick with it. You got to suck it up. You need the discipline first before you can really figure things out. Because in order to figure things out, You need to be training long enough to gain the experience. And you can't gain the experience unless you're consistently going to the gym. And you can't consistently go to the gym in the beginning unless you have the discipline to do so. So it all starts with discipline. It's not going to get easier until first you build discipline. That's what I would tell you. Discipline does equal freedom. Discipline is absolutely a necessity, not just in the gym, but in every walk of life. And if you're not where you want to be right now in your fitness goals or life, it can probably be tracked back to your lack of discipline. And like, dude, we all have that, by the way. I'm speaking for myself too. Like, we all have areas in our life where we are not disciplined and we need to be more disciplined. It's something we all need to work on. If you're not where you are right now, if you're not where you are, I hope you're where you are. I don't want you not where you are. But if you aren't where you want to be, then just know that it's probably because of your lack of discipline. And that would be the first thing that you need to change about yourself, is to be more disciplined. And I said this in my last video, but I'm saying it again because it just rings true. It's so true. And everybody needs to hear this, including me. It's that discipline will get you anywhere you need to go. And everything that is difficult in life is, like, the only good things in this world, the best things, like, don't come cheap. They don't come easy. And you need the discipline in order to combat the bad days, the rough times, the tough times that inevitably come, because they will, because that's life. Life can suck sometimes. Life can be great at sometimes, but others, not so much. And you need the discipline in order to get you through those tough times. And it's going to be those difficult moments that make you stronger. So, hello. Oh, that's a lot of cops right there. Damn. Did you see that? That was crazy. Was that a drug bust? Here? Nonsense. Anyway, yeah, discipline is extremely important, guys. Stay disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you need to... The best way to develop discipline is to do things that require discipline. I said this in my last video as well. And that's the only way. It's a perishable skill. I would say most things. I would say most things are a perishable skill, right? Like being like social and like overcoming social awkwardness. If you're socially awkward, the only reason you're socially awkward is because you don't have the skill set of being social, because you're not talking to people enough. You're not having conversations enough. It's a skill set. And you can lose that skill set if you don't talk to people. Right? That's just another example. But there's so many perishable skills, and discipline being one of those. Right? And that's the one skill set that if you have, is going to open up a lot of opportunities for you in your life. If you just become a disciplined person. So, I'll leave it there, guys. That's a good place to end. Stay healthy, stay awesome, stay strong, and stay disciplined. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and God bless.